Live Farmer 73 here. Good morning to everybody. I just wanted to come in and let everybody know I'm okay and take some questions and try to answer them, I guess. I had a few things to say um, according to a couple of questions. How you doing, Athena Hammond? Unbiased LLC, how you doing, my sister? Happy Valentine's. I watched your show. You the bomb. Um, Samantha B, good morning. Dave Busby say you're still alive. Yes, I am. Green Grass Grows, how you doing? Rick Sean, Queen BG, Myra McLean, how you doing? Crafty Leo, how you doing, young lady? Brandy Kaufman, Tamika, Rob, preparing for anything. Say yes, I made it through. I made it through. Teresa Bachman, Brandy Kaufman, Cato Family, Nurse Ann Farmer, Amos Ellis, Just One Ella, Sam White, Lazelle. Let's get right into it. What's going on, y'all? I'm trying to get myself squared away so I can see the madness. How you doing, Ali? How you doing? Hey, Aaron Hazel, Ace D, how you doing? Let me see. Aura Allen, how you doing? Say hello, Led. I'm glad you're doing okay. Educated Natural in the house. I didn't see her, but I just seen somebody say something to you. There she is. How you doing, Educated Natural? It's good to see y'all in here. Right now, I got me a little oatmeal, and the reason why it's so much is because I'm not about to sit and eat this whole bowl of oatmeal. But when you make some food, you better make enough, maybe for a day or two. Oatmeal is one of them things you really can't minimize. You know, you really can't cook a small batch of this. So what I do is cook enough to fill one of these bowls, put a lid on it, and put it in the refrigerator. And I can eat oatmeal and raisin cold or hot. So that's a nice little snack if you're on the go. Oatmeal is kind of one of them things that you can eat anywhere. You know, in the car while you're driving, because it'll lump up so hard you can doggone near pick it out like a cookie and eat it. So, and of course, my coffee, guava. So, had a couple things that folks was asking me, and I wanted to touch on. Oatmeal, great idea. Water going on now. Okay. Say, oh, your water is going on now. Okay. Somebody, Black Sheep making coffee now. Let's get it going. RX, hey RX Nails, y'all show be looking fly on y'all pictures, RX Nails, when y'all post. Yeah, you can pick it up like a cookie. Hey Susie Q, Ali and Danny's Healing Garden, thank you for that, Ali and here. Let me see if they made it so you can highlight this stuff, but it's not letting me do it. Wait a minute. They made it so. Well, they gave me an option where now I can highlight stuff on YouTube like StreamYard, but it's not letting me do it. Hey, Cheryl, the gardening artist, how you doing? Don't thank me, RX Nails. Thank you and your guy over there posing like y'all got about $4.9 million. Hey, Rio's Family Garden, how you doing? Say I learned, Aura Allen say I learned so much from you. Keep up the good work. Thank you for that. Thank you. I'm biased, handling the business. You in your tent? Yes. That's what we want to. That's what I want to talk about, because this question keeps coming up, and I've gotten some ridicule about that question, and I've gotten some normal questions, and I want to answer them this morning. That's why I'm here. I got a lot going on this morning. I'm going to tell y'all about that in a minute, but I want to get this out of the way. Hey, Letitia, were you able to save the last tent? The big one that flew? Listen, no. I literally have that taken apart out here. It's in a billion different pieces. The wind mangled it up like an umbrella. Those big metal pipes, it twisted them like a doggone trash bag tie. I had to take that all apart. Some of the pieces I literally had to pull out a sawzall and cut the poles because they were so twisted. I couldn't do nothing with nothing that. That's how strong that wind was. Okay, I want to talk about that right now. The wind on my land, that storm, and the tent. No problem, Sam Ellis. I keep getting this question, and I'm not going to talk about the part of people dogging me about living in a tent when I got an RV right there. I'm not even going to address those people because they don't understand. Number one, you couldn't understand. And some of the questions that were asked, I didn't touch those comments because I just couldn't stomach about 2/3 of them, you know? I want to say thank you to everybody that was sending prayers. They worked. Your prayers worked. I want to say thank you to everybody that was making sure I was cool. I'm cool. Listen, I want to make sure everybody understands something. If things get to a point where I cannot physically or mentally handle it, I got a three hour ride to my home, to my house that I own, a brick house. All I gotta do is just jump in my truck and leave. If I knew it's going to get so bad that I need to evacuate, I'm not stupid. Okay? J3GS Farms in the house. What's going on, brother? I just want everybody to know that. Jump in the car, 2.5, 3 hour drive. I'm in my own bed next to my wife. Vision preparedness in the house. There's a reason I'm doing this. I'm showing to the best of my ability what this really looks like. Y'all think it was hard going through that storm. It was even harder to go through that storm and go through all of what I went through with a camera in my hand. You didn't see 99% of all the stuff that really happened. For one, you see the roof, the peak of this tent. That big tent that flew away, what woke me up was it hit my stovepipe because it flew over this tent and I got marks on my tent from it flying over. I was wondering the next day, where'd all this dirt come from? It came from that tent. That tent could have just punctured through here because once you see those the galvanized poles are about 2 inches in diameter. Yeah, my kitchen tent, that big, the kitchen tent was 12 by 20, 12 foot wide by 20 foot long. And it was so heavy that I had my son-in-law and my son help me. How you doing, Quan? How you doing? So I wanted to make sure everybody understood something. I'm doing this. I'm trying to watch my words. I'm doing this because you have to. I don't want people, I'm not going to tell you how to buy land. I'm not qualified for that. Okay? But I do want to show you what you better have yourself ready for if you do. Thank you, Sherry Benjamin. Thank you for that. Say those shelters are dangerous in a storm. Everything is dangerous in a storm. I want everybody to understand something. This tent, and I know you ain't gonna believe me. I know you won't believe me because if you don't believe me, you probably have never done this. None of what I'm talking about. This tent right here, this Kodiak 12 by 12 canvas tent is as safe as that RV. You ain't gonna believe that unless you've done it. This canvas tent, this Kodiak, holds in just as much heat as that RV. It holds in just as much cold air when I got the AC running as that RV. When I'm in that RV, anybody with a camper, a RV, any of that, pop-ups, everybody know this. When that wind starts coming, it's going to throw you around like gumballs in a bag. It's going to throw that. I don't listen. When I'm in the RV, I don't get no sleep. I'm no different in that RV than I am in this tent. The reason I'm in this tent, I bought this tent to live in because of this. Because of this situation. When you're going to be making some power moves, and I'm gonna take some questions in a minute, but when you're making power moves and you're trying to save money, because I don't have no money like that, you got to start thinking of other things to do. Now, I could simply just sell my RV, because that's what I'm in the process of doing. I could sell my RV and just stay at my house and just forget about the land. Here's the problem with that. If you purchase some land, here's another thing that's a misconception, and I gotta put this out there. If you purchase some land somewhere else, away from your home where you actually live, and you just purchase some land, just some extra land somewhere, let's just say you just purchase some land in Georgia or something, and you don't go take care of it, there's a lot of people that do own land in other places than where they live at. I'm going to tell you one of the things, and I can speak from experience. I can tell you one of the things that keep them from developing their land that's somewhere else, in another state, another city, whatever. When you go back to visit your land and realize that the grass is now a jungle, the little wild cats that was running through your yard now are bobcats. The little bushes that was in your land are now 30-foot tall pine trees. The path or the road that you drive into your driveway is now overbearing with trees blocking your way, so you got to foot your way through your land. That is discouraging, and that makes people be like, you know what? Not today. I'm getting out of here. Wade Ringer said, guess what led Caldwell here off grid? Guess what? The exact same thing happened to me last night, and I got to deal with it today. You don't got to explain yourself to nobody. It's not me. Thank you, Wade. It's not me explaining myself. Not at all, because I know that. I'm trying to put clarity into my situation because I don't want people to get hurt. I don't want people out here playing Rambo and thinking that they got to tough it out if a tornado is really coming. That ain't what I'm trying to do. I want to show people my journey. I can't talk about nobody else's. I want to show you, if you want to save money and you want to get stuff taken care of, one piece at a time, because I came in this thing, I ain't got no more money. I spent all my money on this land. I bought it outright. I ain't got no more money, right? So now, to keep moving forward and progress, I gotta do some crazy stuff, you know. Number one, I hate being away from my wife. I hate that part. But I know that I have a job to do. And she knows I have a job to do. I have to stay here, tend the chickens, make sure the lawn is still cut because the grass grow here. In 1 week, it'll be up to your belly button. You got to stay on top of that stuff. Now, The reason I'm staying in a tent, because I literally am living in this tent. If I pick this camera up, you will see everything I need to survive is in this tent. I wouldn't trust another tent. There's a couple I would trust, but the reason I picked this tent, this is a military this is a military grade tent. Anybody, do I got any vets in here? Any vets? Anybody been in the military and had to live in one of these? I'll wait. Solo Soldier, Educated Natural, The Jewels to Life, Candace T. J3GS Farm, I know you did. And I'm going to say his name, I know you ain't in here. Jay from African Dreaming. All right, The Jewels to Life. Okay, Tamika Robb, Army veteran. Okay. Thank you, that TIEG. Thank you. That's a lot of letters. So, here's the deal. People, our men and women in uniform, in the service, in our military, this is part of what y'all saw me go through the other day. I'm going to tell you something. They literally live like that. And we don't need, that's the part when they come home, they don't talk about. They don't talk about this tent. Much bigger, of course. They don't talk about this tent because probably 9 times out of 10, they don't want to remember it. They don't want to remember sleeping in this. While you sleeping and you up against this wall, I'm going to show you something. I got to show you this. I moved my bed from up against that wall and put a table over there so I have space to walk. But that's not the, and it's easier to make my bed. But that's not the only reason why I did that. I did that because when the wind is blowing, that wall is smacking me in my head and my arm like this all night. That wall is cloth. It will tear you up. Right? All night long. You don't get no sleep. So I had to, I don't want it there, but I had to scoot it there because you ain't gonna get no sleep. Okay? Thank you for that. Q's Backyard said, the military really do prepare you, and I am grateful now. I wasn't before. Amen. Right, but it's a smack you like, remember how the Three Stooges used to do? Tear you up. So, this is part of that. I know if I stay in this tent, think about, I want to put this through your head. If I can tough it out through this tent, if I can do what my brothers and sisters are doing to this very day to keep our freedoms safe, to keep our country safe, if I can just do this for a little while, they do it for a career. They do it from 4 to 8 to career years. I think I can pull this off for a few months. I think I can pull this off for a year or so. So, if I stay in this tent, I can sell my RV. Once I sell my RV, that's cash. Cash, so I can buy my cabin. That means I'm still not dealing with no banks. I'm still not dealing with no creditors. I'm still straight, everything's still cash. On this land right now, everything is cash. I don't owe nobody nothing. I want to keep it that way. So that means I'm going to have to go through the ringer a little bit just to get my foot in the, planted. So, like people say, why the tent? That's why the tent. And here's the other thing. I will never compare myself, just in case you're thinking I'm comparing myself to the military. I will never, okay? I'm putting in your head what they go through, because when they come home, my father, my whole family is military. That's one of those things they don't talk about unless you just happen to ask. My father used to think the TV show MASH. Y'all remember MASH? My father used to think that was the funniest television show on the planet. Matter of fact, it was one of the biggest hits television shows of our time. But there's a reason for that. Because everybody could relate. Nothing they were saying when I was a kid was funny. Nothing they were doing was funny to me. I just couldn't. When MASH come on, I gotta leave the room. I can't stand it. I can't keep this down. This is gonna come up. Once my sister went to the military and my cousins went to the military and everybody think MASH is funny. I never went to the military. I'm the only one. Still didn't get it. Once I start living in the world and all of my veteran family members opened up to me and told me what was going on in their lives and what happened over there, I get it. I get it. I do get it. I get it. And I can remember certain scenes of that show where they're in there trying to operate in one of these tents. The tent is blowing around, whipping around and everything, and they're in there operating on people telling jokes. I get it. They told the jokes to keep their freaking brains from melting like cheese on a cracker. You get what I'm saying? They had to change the moment. I get it. So I just wanted to let people know and put into people's head just a little bit of what our brothers and sisters in uniform do. This is no comparison. This is a joke to them. You know why this is a joke to all our armed forces of me staying in this tent? Is because see that? You see this? This is what they didn't give them in the military. You know what that is? That's a key to their damn car where they can just go put that in ignition, crank it, and leave and say, I'll be back when this part of this is over. Okay? All I gotta do is leave. So that part. I want to say thank you and salute to all my men and women in the armed forces, in the military, the reserves, so on and so forth. Guava, I salute you. The other reason I'm in a tent is because I want us to be a little bit more understanding I want to be a little bit more understanding of our homeless population. Our homeless American population don't even have the luxury of this tent. They don't have the luxury, even if they had a tent, they don't have the luxury of, I got propane tanks all around. I got gasoline tanks all around. I have fuel, I have heat, have a wood stove. They don't have that. So I'm just saying, before we just go say, yuck, homeless people. Why, Sea Solar? Before we go saying, yuck, homeless people, I only like to talk about the problem for a minute. Then let's talk about solutions. I don't want to talk about homeless people. My allergies, y'all. It's that time of year, plus I'm in the woods. Talk about this problem. Yes, a lot of homelessness going on in this area. Now what? Are you going to leave this to the powers to be that be to handle this situation? Right? Or are you going to start trying to figure out something, how can you fix it? This is how I look at it. If there's a problem in your neighborhood, if there's a pothole in your neighborhood, and you keep calling the city about this pothole because it's unsightly and it shouldn't be here. If there's a pothole on your street, you know what my dad and my well, he's my other dad from across the street used to do? We had a pothole growing up. Call the city, call the city, call the city. That pothole was there almost my entire life growing up on that street. My dad or Mr. Landry will go out there and put gravel in that doggone pothole maybe once a weekish or whatever, however long it took. It took. After a while, calling the city to handle a situation that this neighborhood, this village, we're right here. I know we pay our tax dollars, but we also got to be like, look, we can't keep waiting on them. You know what I mean? We'll all be dead and gone before they come fill this pothole. True story. That pothole in my street never, ever, ever got filled. You know what happened? The city waited till I was a grown-ass man. I think I had my first son by then. Then they took up the whole street and repaved the whole street. Can you believe that? I was a grown-ass man. So my whole life growing up, seeing that pothole, that was just what we did. Even us as kids, we would kind of kick rocks into the pothole to kind of help fix it up. If the rocks came out and they're in the middle of the street, somebody, hey, yo mama, go sweep them rocks back in that hole. Reason I'm saying that is because with our homeless population, we cannot depend on the powers that be to help us fix that. I know it's a more serious problem than just a pothole, but we at least need to start talking about how can we fix it. So that's the other reason I'm in a tent. I just want to put in perspective of some people don't have the luxury of all of the stuff. Let me tell you something. Let me see if I can see it back there. Yeah. You see that cute little seat right there, that little brown seat, that bucket, and that tissue paper? It's a blessing and a curse, actually. You don't miss the water till the well run dry. No pun intended, but if you live in the city or you live in a house, if you could just turn the switch, cut the lights on, poop, and flush it with 5 gallons of water. And let me tell you something. We get so spoiled that you don't even realize the real horrors that's going on out here with people. You don't even get it. The real problems is still out here. And until you come out on this land and you live through, see, let me back up. Everybody like when they see the good times. They see the sun shining, me sniffing the air, the trees swaying in the wind, the chickens out eating and stuff like, wait a minute, like this. You know, that's what people want to see. That's what people want to see. See my girls out there scratching around, eating. But there's a darker side to this off-grid stuff. There's a darker side than walking through the woods looking cute and acting like we going somewhere. It's a darker side to this. It's the predators. And I'm praying, speaking of predators, I'm praying I don't hear a bobcat. I think that's what the heck it is. I'm praying that ain't a bobcat that I hear. But you're dealing with the predators. You're dealing with the weather. The freaking weather. Forget the predators. Forget the predators. The weather. I think, and somebody agree with me or disagree with me, which one would you be more frightened of? Or which one would put you off and make you not want to do this more? Predators, like snakes, bears, alligators, bobcats, panthers. Which would make you not want to go off grid more? Predators? Look at this. Look at this. Look at these mugs. Or weather. Predators or weather, y'all. Which one would make you not want to go off grid more? Weather. A lot of weather. Weather. I knew you was gonna say that, Vision. Super Farm say weather. That's right. Oh, wait a minute. I wish I could pin that. Super Farm said weather. You can't shoot a hurricane. No, you can't. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Right. Weather is the real thing you should be scared of. Because if it start raining so hard, as waterproof as this is, rain will eventually come in with condensation or not. Or this mug might just float away. Just depends. Right? So that has a lot to do with it. Weather, I'm more scared of weather. What kind of weather? Just weather in general. The weather, even the beautiful stuff, the beautiful sunshiny skies in the summertime. Okay, that's beautiful. The wind ain't blowing. That's a problem. The wind blowing can be a problem, and the wind blowing, not blowing can be a problem. If it's 102 degrees outside and the wind is still, you will burn. You will cook. I've done it. Last year, I passed out in that RV. The weather. I don't care how beautiful it is. Don't let these gray, cloudy skies scare you. Matter of fact, gray and cloudy skies, I just started collecting water. So that's a plus for me. So I'm in a tent, saving money to get a cabin to put down there in the corner way back there. Selling the RV. I said I'm not going to get used to the RV. The only thing I've been doing on my RV is taking stuff out of it. As a matter of fact, you could just look around my tent and just see these are things that I had in the cabinets and stuff in my RV. I'm not standing there anymore. I haven't stayed in there since. That's over. So it's like you better get used to it, right? Better get used to it. And for everybody that was asking that just came in, oatmeal raisin. You gotta watch it. I live outdoors, so I gotta make sure these raisins ain't moving. Now that I live outdoors, I gotta see if these raisins got legs. Because it'll happen. Okay. Do I have any questions whatsoever about everything I've been through? If not, I got something else to tell y'all. Yeah, eating raisins when you live outdoors is not a wise thing to do. Let me see. Hey, Tiana Scott. Say little long pepper. Okay. Yeah, moving raisins. Let me tell you something. That's not cool. At least they cook. Not if they moving. See how I'm looking at the screen. I ain't looking down at this bowl. And trust me, I got to get stuff out of here all the time. I don't even know how it's getting in. Thank you so much, Kia. Hey, Kia, how you doing? Thank you for that. Oh, here's one for you. Cutting your hair with where my mirror at? Oh, it's right here. Cutting your hair with mirrors like this, little baby mirrors. I had to come up with a whole new hairstyle. Don't they want us to eat bugs? I had to come up with a whole new hairstyle because of the way everybody, somebody even said, what's going on with your hair? See that? I have put my stamp on this haircut. I looked at it like this. I call it my Trailhawk scalp patch. This is my Trailhawk scalp patch. It's a faded mohawk, but I don't went bald here, so it stopped about here, and then it finished in the back. But right here, I let it grow. That's my scalp patch. I said, you know what? I can't look no more dumber than these boys with their pants around their kneecaps. So, you know, I double dog there. Somebody talk about my haircut. Did I cut myself outdoors in a tent, buck naked? I had to be buck naked cutting my hair because I ain't want no hair to get on my clothes. Can't be washing every day. So this is my Trailhawk scalp patch. What? Because I believe it or not, I got people that ask me about that. Go back in the comments and look. I'm like, really? Okay. It's my Trailhawk scalp patch. I really wanted to address that too, because I was like, that is bizarre to me. But okay, it is what it is. You'll be surprised when people ask me sometime. Matter of fact, just go back in the comments and you will see. You will see. So let me see. How did my solar panels hold up in the wind? It took 2 of my Harbor Freight panels that was standing up, threw them over by a chicken coop. That's in a video. One of them was by a chicken coop. I mean, one was in the middle of the yard. One was by the chicken coop. During a storm, lay your panels down on the ground flat. Yeah, you say that's what people focus on. You would be surprised. Oh my God, you would be surprised. So, okay. Any questions so far? Let me see. Hey, Led, have you considered buying an Amazon tiny house? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I seen that, and I don't know how much they cost. The fold-out house, I seen that. I would need to know more about them. I ain't gonna say absolutely not. I would need to know more about them. I would also need to know how much they cost. Does anybody know about the Amazon fold-out tiny house? Anybody can tell me how much they cost? The reason I'm asking this question about the Amazon fold-out tiny house, didn't you and Lady Led look at a tiny house before? Yes, we did. Just because we was looking don't mean we was about to buy anything. What do you suggest for a composting toilet? A 5-gallon bucket and some wood shavings. 40,000, 20,000, 20,000 Crafty Mom's Creation. Solo Soldier said at least 40,000. Old man said I've seen one for 20,000. Okay, around 20, that's not bad. What size is your tent? It looks very spacious. It is. It's 12 by 12. And the kitchen area, I can take y'all there. It's a mess, but it's reality. It's a 12 by 12. Let me see. But it got the kitchen area over here. I can open this up too. It's hot in here. So this is my kitchen area, getting myself together area. My washing machine, my dryer, my radios. So this is some of my fuel. Where's my doggone thing at? Hold on. I'm working with one hand here, y'all. Working with a monster. Wait. All right. Had to keep that open, pinned open, because I was getting hot. But here's the kitchen. And this is how that is really. This side is 8 by 8. So it's 8 feet out and it's 8 feet across. But the tent itself is 12 by 12. That way you can get a better look outside. See, it's plenty of space. How do you have the separation for it? I don't understand the question. How do you deal with the condensation in the tent? It don't have any condensation in here. When it was raining for 3 or 4 days and it was getting a little bit of condensation, you got to crank the heat up. Crack a window and crank the heat up high. And it'll just burn that moisture off of everything, off the floor, off of everything. But for the most part, it doesn't have condensation to the point it pools up into water, you know, not at all. And that's 3 straight days of rain. How's your daughter doing on the land? I have no idea. Listen, I'm glad you asked that. How's my daughter doing on the land? And I keep answering this, and I'm going to keep answering it every time somebody asks me. My daughter and her fiance has a life of their own. They are a mile away from me, somewhere on the other side of my land. She's grown. If they ain't asking me nothing, they're fine. I stay out of their business. And I was telling another person, remember, like, how would you like somebody keep coming to jam a camera in your face? They're not into this YouTube stuff like me. And somebody keep on, show us how you cook your food. You know, that's not realistic. You know, she called home like she normally do, let us know she good, and we don't get into details of none of that stuff no more. And if she wanted, which she didn't, want a YouTube channel to show her journey, she would have showed it. She's not interested. And again, that's reality. Everybody think they need to be on social media showing their business. That's not true. Say, that tent is nice. Around how much does it start at? I don't know. You just got to Google that. Prices change. When I bought this, when I bought this, people was getting sick. So it ain't like that no more. All prices done went up. Of everything. Just Google it. I don't want to lie to you. Okay. Have you ever oh, this is a good one. I think this is it. Have you ever considered digging a hole and making a traditional outhouse? Absolutely not. Here's why I'm not going to dig an outhouse. I'm not going to leave the inside of my tent in the middle of the night in the pure darkness to go take a boom about 50 yards away. I'm not doing it. I'd rather bust my beat right here in this beat box, and in the morning when the light is out and I got something strapped to my hip, go get rid of it. It's just me here, either me or my wife. I ain't shaming nothing. And let me tell you something, wood chips, pine shavings, or cedar shavings in that bucket right here, you don't, look, I'm eating, for God's sake. I'm eating, and this bucket is 12 feet away from me. And trust me, it's a mail in that mailbox. You know, when I wake up, I'm the kind of person, as soon as I wake up, I got to go deliver the mail. Yes, that's the Kodiak 12 by 12 DH. Lighting at the end says, them outhouses sound good till you go in there and it's a snake. You won't go at night again. See, all of that. When I don't want the smell. I don't want the I don't want to walk in there with no surprises. And stuff likes doo-doo. I mean, stuff, I don't get it, but it's creatures that look for the smell of our boom just to go and see nosing around. I'm just not interested in that. I'm just not. Thank you, Resilient Dad. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother. Tangent said, been using 5-gallon buckets for number 2 for almost 2 years. There you go. Look, you bust a funky beat in the boom box. You really, if you put them wood chips right, you really ain't got to get rid of it until you feel like it. I got a biodegradable garbage bag in there. Just take it out, dig a hole, and plant nature's goodness where it belongs. I'm not, when I get up in the middle, let me show you something. Where is it? Oh, I ain't got it. I got a urinal from the hospital. Okay. I got a urinal from the hospital that I kept, and I even ordered some more. I used that for number 1. And then I put the funky beats in the boom box. You don't mix the two. If you don't mix the two, you don't smell either one of them. Ever. Ever. And when I'm working out in the yard, you know, God gave me the blessing to just be able to expose myself to the trees and relieve myself. So I don't have to even worry about that. Let me see. It's 60 degrees inside and it's 76 degrees in here and 60 degrees outside. Let me see. Yes, Rio's Family Garden. And your urine also keeps predators away. It does help. It's not perfect, but it helps. When are you going to start building on your land? As soon as somebody gives me about $600,000. $600,000. 600. I know people like $600,000. $600,000. Why did I say $600,000? The reason why, when I answered the question, when am I going to start building on my land, and I answered with $600,000, is because this is not a television show, and that is not the winnings from surviving on this land. I'm going to start building on my land when I can afford it. True story. When you're doing this, if you're doing it like me, there is no, okay, by the 1st of the year, we're going to be in the house. They're going to be done building. I don't know. My whole point of purchasing this land was so I can be debt free. Totally debt free. It don't make no MFing sense to go finance some land, turn around, finance a home to be built, finance your septic, finance your well, finance all of this stuff back all over again. The only thing you took out was neighbors. You got rid of your neighbors, but that's the only factor that you removed from your everyday struggle from the BS. So now you're paying a mortgage payment. So meaning you still got to go to work. You still got to work for somebody else. You still got to earn a living, and I don't want that no more. For the rest of my life, I just don't want that. I told my wife, and my wife is down. What y'all don't know, and I couldn't put that on camera. What y'all don't know is my wife came out here. Can I tell you, I'm going to share something with you. Number one, my wife is down for the pound. She pretty, but she gutter. Whatever she know, she know I won't let my wife be in any danger, be in any harm. She know I'll keep her safe. The way she trusts me like that makes me work even harder to make sure that she's safe and she's not harmed. You understand what I'm saying? I go above and beyond. So what y'all don't see, because she ain't really on this camera like this, my wife be right here with me. She was just here. How much land did I purchase? 73 acres. 73 acres. My wife, she knows she's safe with me. She was just out here after the storm. She drove all the way here after the storm and surprised me. I was out there cleaning up the storm stuff. And first thing I did, I can't make this up. Now I'm sharing some personal, private stuff. I'm sitting here, I'm working, I'm going back and forth, taking all this stuff all across this land. And I see some headlights in the daytime. So that threw me off. And my driveway is really long. My driveway is about 100 yards long, if not more so. I know that if these headlights don't turn in the first, let me get this question. Say, Led, every time you get that question, the acres change. Should that learn something or something? Brazilian dad, you catch that? We'll talk about it. When I seen my wife's headlights coming down the thing, because she didn't turn. And I know it's only one time you can turn around and figure out you going the wrong way. Them headlights kept going. So now I don't know that this is my wife. So I go for the steal right off the bat. Because nobody should be back here. Nobody. You got 100 yards to drive before you figure out this, we're going the wrong way. In 100 yards. You understand? No, is it 100? It's definitely over 100. It's longer than a football field. Imagine that. You got 100 yards before you figure out, I think we made a wrong turn. Nope. So I'm going for the steal. And then when I seen the color of my wife's car and seen them headlights, this is how I felt. And I tried to explain it to her. I was out here and I was kind of bummed out. All my equipment is ruined from the rain and the storm. I got some very expensive stuff that I got to get rid of. And to see my wife come down that driveway like that made me feel like it was a day when I was a kid and my wife came up to the school. My mama came up to the school. I thought I was in trouble. I feel like crying right now about it. I thought I was in trouble at school, and they told me, Ledge, you need to go down to the office right now. Take all your stuff. I'm like, take all my stuff? I didn't do nothing. I had my homework. I'm like, what? I go down to the office, and I'm like, what's going on? What's wrong? I'm talking to my teacher. She said, your mother is here. Oh, my God. Well, I ain't did nothing. My grades is right. I ain't said nothing. I ain't been cracking jokes in class. I go down to the principal's office, and I'm dragging my feet because I know if your mama is at the school, you getting a whooping today. So I get down to the principal's office, and I see my mama's face, and she smiles. She ain't mad. She smiles at me. And she said, you got all your stuff? Got all my stuff. Yeah. And I'm scared to ask what's going on, right? Because I don't want to know. You got all your stuff? Uh-huh. Let's go. I'm too scared to ask. So hold my hand. Now, I'm in elementary school, by the way. She hold my hand, and we go out to the front of the school building, and then I see my daddy's car. My daddy had a white Sedan DeVille, four-door Sedan DeVille. Like, what is my dad doing home from work? So that's my dad. My mom just got me out of school. Something is either really wrong or really right. So as I open up the back door, I see my little sister in the car. Like, what is you doing in here? She was like, my mama and my daddy took us shopping for the whole day. I don't know what kind of money they hit on. Whether it was income taxes, they hit the lotto. I don't know what it was. But all day that day, they never told us no. Dad, can I have this toy? The answer was, yeah, but just one. Dad, can I have this Snicker bar? Yeah, but just one. Can I punch my little sister in the face? Just once, you know. So that feeling of dread turning into one of the best days of my childhood life, literally, that I'm sharing with y'all right now. This is a true story. One of the best days of my childhood life. That is how I felt when I seen my wife's headlights come down that 100-yard driveway. First, doom and gloom. I'm going for the steal. Who is just coming up? I'm going to have to shoot. They don't know. I hope this ain't the cops and I'm going for the steal. All this going through my mind. And then out of the brush, because our driveway is like the bat tunnel. Ain't no sunlight in it. And then it come out into this opening that y'all used to seeing. To see is my wife. Oh, that feeling. She spent the whole day with me out here and everything. We ain't got to talk about the rest. That's a good air bed, by the way. Them air beds. Yeah. I just want to let y'all know. Okay? Believe what they told you about this air bed. Just saying. Anyway. Memories. I forget the name of Zentech, whatever it is. The air beds, though. So my wife, I don't show you her when she's here. I don't show you her helping me. I don't show her here in the mix. She ain't into all that. Plus, with her profession and some of her new professions, she can't really be being around some of the stuff. Yeah, she can't be in video with Crown Royal in it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? She can't do that right now. So, just saying. You really gotta come out here with your shoes laced up tight and be ready to work. I don't want to ever, I'm not gonna say I won't, but I never want to go work for another man again. I just don't. Even if I gotta live in a tent. I don't want to go back to that system. I just don't. Lord knows I don't. Right now, I do not have to be here. Educated Natural say, I have that type of mattress. Yes, they're good. Hey, they don't lose no air either, do they? They don't lose no air, okay? Plus, I'm a big dude now. They don't lose no air. Yeah, and they don't move too much either. They got that grip on the bottom. They don't go sliding around too easy. So, let me stop. And Ten, I know you will get going. I ain't even gonna go there with you. So, and we're gonna talk about that Crown Royal. Let's talk about that Crown Royal real quick, and then I'm gonna try to get out of here. No, I'm not. I'm gonna ask some questions, then we're gonna get out of here. Let me talk about this Crown Royal. I'm gonna talk about the Crown Royal. And this goes out to my young adults that's watching me right now. If you have any young adults that's watching me right now, or if you're a young adult yourself and you're watching me right now, let me explain something to you. Crown Royal When I take a shot, somebody told me, Led, I seen the Crown Royal on your desk. Man, take a shot because you made it through the storm. I said, I'll take a shot once I clean this mess up. Let me explain something to my young adults on that note right there. Whatever your pleasure, whether it be the drink or the smoke, the shoes, the clothing, the jewelry, somewhere along the lines, we got mixed up with this stuff is for everybody. Somewhere along the lines, we got mixed up with thinking these precious things are for everybody. They ain't. They shouldn't be. They're for succeeding. They're for succeeding. Kia say I'm a bourbon kind of girl. If you're gonna drink top shelf liquor, if that's your thing, don't just be drinking to say you can afford it. What have you done? What have you? I don't just sit around drinking. I don't just sit around smoking. I don't sit around and buying a bunch of jewelry and stuff. Now, I ain't saying I haven't, but I'm saying I don't do it for nothing. I do it for when I accomplish a goal, I do certain things. Have me a drink. Oh, I accomplished this. I'm going to go get me a porterhouse steak. I accomplished this. I'm going to eat a big giant baked potato and a freaking steak. That's celebratory things to me. Boom. It's this date, our anniversary. I'm taking my wife out on a date and we going to go hard with it. People ball out and ain't got jack. And these kids is starting to get, and I ain't gonna say kids, young adults is starting to get it in their head that all you need to do is show that you ball out, but you don't have to do anything successful. You could be drinking top shelf liquor and you just spit the last couple of coins that you had on it because you work a part-time fast food job. You shouldn't be drinking no Hennessy Black if you only make $13 an hour and you got babies to feed and stuff. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I'm going to put that out there. Your priorities are screwed up. The things that you see some of us OGs do, we look at our successes. We can drink and we can smoke and we can buy these jewelry. We do that because we successfully accomplish a level in life. You should not be owning a foot. I'm just, okay, don't get mad at me. I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say what you shouldn't and should be doing. I'm going to say it's not a good financial idea to buy a $50,000 car and you rent. If the home you live in, you're renting, if you buy a $50,000 or $40,000 automobile and you are paying rent to another man, you don't even realize how you just literally shot yourself in the foot. Let's just say all of a sudden, out of the blue, you are eligible to purchase a home. Something happened in the loan process where they made it available for people like you to own a home. You know what's going to shoot you in your damn foot? That $40,000 car. Because once the bank look at, oh, everything looks great, your credit is, whoa, what is this? You owe $40,000 on a car? We can't do that. We can't touch that. We can't touch it because we know you're going to be paying on that a long time. And if you ain't, your payment on that is going to be way higher than your mortgage. We're going to have to decline. We're going to have to deny your loan. Why shoot yourself in the foot? If you do it backwards, if you purchase the home first, owning the home will let you purchase the car, not the other way around. Purchasing the car first is going to shoot you in the foot to try to purchase anything else to make any damn sense. Plus, that house is a true investment. You can borrow against the house. That house is an asset to you. That car is not. That car is a showpiece of foolishness. All it takes is for one young punk to have a nice night, come bust your window and drive away with your $40,000 or $50,000 car. Your insurance ain't gonna cover everything you think. Your car got stolen. You have full coverage, yeah, but you didn't have full coverage. Or what just ruined your coverage? Did you change the rims on it? Did you tint the windows? All of that stuff matter. Now you sitting here looking like we only gonna pay $15,000, $20,000 for that stolen car. The rest is still on you. You still owe the bank $20,000. Now you out of a car. You still got to pay the rest of the money on that car because your insurance ain't paid all. And you still can't go buy a damn house. The other way around is if they stole that $40,000 car out of your $200,000 home's driveway, everything changes. You dealing with two whole and different insurance situations that you can get full coverage. That car is gone. It was in a driveway. It was locked. It was an alarm system. Everything changes. The reason I'm saying this is it's a whole bunch of celebrating going on and ain't no successes. It's just falsehoods of success. Walking down the street in a pair of $400, $500 Air Jordans, catching the bus. How are you balling? How are you balling with that? You know, for instance, one thing I know I'm old. I know the way I do things is old fashioned, but I'm gonna tell you something that's still universal. Still universal. I can look as fly as I want to. That ain't gonna necessarily get you the girl. I can look as fly. I can have all the jewelry. I can have the goals. That's not gonna necessarily you might get a bite, but you ain't gonna sink the hook. No pun intended. You know, one thing that you ain't gotta do too much. You ain't gotta have too much game with. Bring a young lady in a nice warm home. Your car can look like you just picked it out your nose. Your clothes can look like you just came from up under your 72 Buick with an oil change. Bring her in a nice warm home and make her a meal. You'll be surprised how she don't give a damn what you dress like or what your car look like. Bring a young lady, bring a young lady in a nice warm home. Give her somewhere to sit down clean and fix her a meal out of your kitchen. She gonna look way past your big belly. She gonna look way past your raggedy ass car. She gonna look way past your busted shoe with the pinky toe hanging out. She gonna look past that. Like, he doing it like this. When I was younger, you know, a young lady used to ask me, "This your mama house?" Nah, it's my house. Nah. Who else live in here with you? Nobody. I live here by myself. Nah. You got a girlfriend or something? Cause they go through your house. No, you can go look through my house. They looking for drawers and stuff, you know. True story. I live here by my damn self. I didn't have to have no game. I didn't have to do all that. Hey, baby, how you doing? I didn't have to do that. None of that. Can I make you dinner? I ain't taking you out to dinner because I ain't got no money. I can make you some, though. Game, success, successfulness, and then break out the crown. Then break out the crown. You ain't got no business partying before you had successes. Your successes is rented. It's to the creditors. You haven't succeeded enough to be drinking good drink, smoking good smoke, rocking good gold. You ain't did nothing yet. This does not show your success. Your success don't even have to show. I just wanted to touch on it because somebody told me about the Crown Royal. With that, oh, somebody said the vegan dinner. I'm eating vegan right now, oatmeal and raisins. For all my vegans, so y'all don't get mad at me. But it's the truth. It's the truth. I just wanted to touch base with y'all. Do I got any questions before I go? I'm gonna take this to 90 minutes. So y'all got about 10 minutes. Ask any questions, and I will answer them. I'm sorry for ranting on, but I really wanted to touch on those subjects. Living out here like this is humbling. It's humbling, and it'll bring you closer to God. Because Kia says, led. Then what's the difference between number one and number two? Attracting predators and repelling them. The things that like number two ain't usually predators. Like raccoons and possums, they like doo-doo. There's no milk in it at all for technical, it's just water. I don't have any milk with me at all. Urine repels predators, and certain creatures take a liking to turds. Don't ask me, I didn't create them. Okay. Crafty Mom's Creation say, question, how long can someone live in a tent like yours? Oh, that Crafty Mom Creation, I wish I could put this. Oh, pin message. I got it. Okay, Crafty Mom Creation say, how long can a person live in a tent like this? There are people that live in Alaska in below zero weather, living in this exact tent for years. This one and that white duck bell tent for years. Years set up. Years is plural. Go look it up. Go Google it. I ain't got to prove it. Just go on YouTube and look up this tent and people actually living in it. And setting it up and leaving it as a camp lodge. Not a camp lodge, but a hunting lodge. So every time they come to their hunting spot, this is already ready to go. They just put all their gear in it. Boom. Okay. Let me see. I'm looking for another question. Okay. Ooh, I like this. Okay, here we go. Another PM message. How long? Oh, no. Do you have any guides to purchase land? No, I don't. You might want to talk to a seasoned professional with that. My wife is a real estate agent. You can email her. But it's a lot of people, even here on YouTube, that can help you out. I don't want to talk about something I'm not qualified to talk about at all. You got to do your, I can't say this. You have to start right now doing your own research on how to purchase land, how to go about it. The very first thing I would ever do is just go to realtor.com or Zillow.com and start looking around. Start playing with those two websites, please. That's the first thing you need to do. Then the real questions to ask gonna start coming up. Go to Zillow.com and Realtor.com. Trust me. Play with those. Let me see. Led, since October, you and many others have influenced me to pick up the Bible. Kudo. Well, thank you. Listen, I'm not versed in the word like that. I just be reading and I be trying to get my spirit right. So I can't, I don't want to take credit for that. But thank you. Thank you. Look, I got all my little sticky notes, and I even one day ran out of the sticky notes, got me some paracord and put in there. I'm no different than you, man. I'm working on my lifestyle. But thank you. Okay, I'm looking at questions. Okay. Warren Wendy says, where can I go online for a tent like that? Just Google it. It's Kodiak 12 by 12. It's several places. A Kodiak 12 by 12 cabin tent. Okay. Do you have safety set up to keep someone from walking in the tent? Yes. Yes, I do. Do I have a safety set up? You mean when I leave? When I leave the land? Or when I'm in here? I would love to know that. I have both, by the way. I got Glockwallers, and I feed them kibble before I leave. And if somebody happens to walk in, I will have them, take them for a walk so they can go take a dump in somebody's yard. If you dig what I'm saying. My Glockwallers, they hungry, so I got to feed them the kibble. And then I got to take them for a walk if somebody come around here so they can go take a dump in somebody's yard. No, I don't have a link for the tent at all. Now, when I leave here, I have several, which I'm not going to say, I have several security systems set up and security things in place. I thought about something too with that, which I want to tell a few other people about. Okay, let me see. Hey, Quan Brooks said, showed my mom some of your videos and went to her house, and she had a tent in the backyard that started gardening in a month. Congratulations, Quan Brooks' mama. Congratulations. Thank y'all for that. Okay. Okay, Boss Lady says, can you tell me what internet service you have on your land? I looked for the video about it and couldn't find it. I have land and work from home and really need good internet so I can be on my land. Now, Boss Lady, I put that video out a while back, me and Lady Led, and everybody hated that the name of this service, which is Nomad. They hated it. And it's the funniest thing about it is everybody hates it, everybody despises it, everybody says it's a scam, everybody think they're devils and demons. So bad, so I took the video down for a while because they was tearing me a new hole, okay? But at the same time, in the same breath, everybody wants to know my internet service because it's so crispy and clear when I walk through these woods, when I'm walking all over the acres of this land, everybody want to know the internet service. But then when I tell them, oh, no, they don't work like that. They messed up. They all messed up. They don't give you no good internet or nothing. So I don't know. I just stopped. As a matter of fact, please do me a favor, go talk to my brother Jay and Pieces of April, African Dreaming. Go talk to him. But at this very moment, if you want to know what I'm using, where is it at? Is it behind X? No, there it is. That's all it is. That's it. I can literally leave and walk over all these acres of woods. Okay, that's a good one. Let me see. That's a good one. Little Acre Ranch. Let me find that. I'm going to have to go back in these questions. Let me get in here real quick. Hey, Uncle Led, who's your barber? the haircut is on point. I'm my own barber. I've never been to a barbershop in my life. I take that back. I hung out in a barbershop. I never had my hair cut in a barbershop. This is called my Trailhawk. This is for bald men only. My Trailhawk scalp patch. It's a mohawk faded mohawk with a. I just left the front a little. While I still got some hair, I'm gonna rock him. Okay, I'm that dude that'll be bald all over and just got this one little piece left. I have a braid. I have a braid coming right here. And all this will be bald. I look like Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek. But this one little piece, I'm gonna braid that mother. I'm gonna braid him. I'll put one dread coming down the front. Shit, look like a deranged Eddie Munster. Okay, let me get back in here. Because somebody had a good question for me, and I just gotta find them. Wait, let me see. It was a good question. Okay, it was Boss Lady first. Let me find it. Okay, Sharika Robinson says, would you use an inflatable tent? Let me tell you something. If you go look at my friend Cart Runneth Over, My Cart Runneth Over is her YouTube channel. I used to think a blow-up tent was utterly ridiculous. See how the world humbles you? She made a fool out of me, and I ain't ashamed to say it. She made a whole bunkie hole out of me, because that was the first blow-up tent I had ever seen when she came to survival camp, and it's the coldest. Look, putting this to shame. Not only is it a blow-up tent, it's canvas just like this. Coldest tent I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely, I'm changing my whole thing I said a couple years ago. I would stay in a blow-up tent and live in that sucker. Yes, but please go look at hers before you go buying anything on the internet, because I see some of them ones on Amazon is junk. Go look at her name is My Cart Runneth Over. Oh my God. Ain't no tent out here like that. She hurting the tent game. You hear me? The tent game is sold up. She got it on lock. You hear me? She the Nino Brown of the tents right now. That's the Taj Mahal, son. You can't mess with her on that. Okay? I'm just saying. I had to put that out there. Okay. Let me see. How is your wife's... Where is that? How is your wife's winter fall garden coming along, and how do you store your food? I can my food when we're gardening, but right now at this time, we're not gardening anything. We're in transition of moving our lives. So I'm glad, you know what? Old man, I'm glad you said that. Because that's the second part of what I got to tell y'all. I am literally today about to plant at least, I got a quota, 10 trees, 10 fruit trees today. I was going to do it live, but I'm like, y'all ain't going to stick around for that. 10 fruit trees today. Either I'm putting my citrus in giant containers for now, but I'm putting all of apples, pears, peaches, plums, apricots. I got some other stuff over there too. Putting them in the ground today. At least 10. Mulberries. I got 2. Got a Pakistani mulberry, a traditional mulberry. Ground today. That was my mission for this day. Okay. Hey, Game Nerd Mom. How you doing? She said, you must have decorated, because I'd be looking around like, who made this house a home? A lot of men do not invest in their home. No, I had to make mine comfortable. Matter of fact, let me be honest with you, Game Nerd Mom. When I moved into my first home, when I left my mother and father's house and I moved into my first house, let me tell you something. I took all the stuff that how my mother decorated. That's the only thing I knew. So that's how I decorated my house. I also did that for another reason. You want to know why I did it? Because this is what a woman wants. All of this wasn't, I don't want, okay, to each his own, okay? I didn't want my house to attract men, okay? I didn't want a whole bunch of video games and bubblegum machines and big screen TVs. I didn't want that because that attract men. If you're into that, more power to you. I was not. So I had soft things. You understand? I had a bunch of thick comforters, a bunch of pillows. Everything wasn't for me. I had my stuff laid out because I don't want you to leave. I had my house, you can call it your bachelor pad. I had mine set up because I don't want her to leave. You dig? I want every time she turn over, I want her to be so comfortable. You know what? This how I knew I had them, right? This how I knew I had them. They fall asleep. They fall asleep by accident. Not because I'm boring. See, I believed in myself. You ain't fall asleep because you're boring, girl. You fell asleep on that plush ass pillow. And I throw on that thick blanket over that quilt. I hit you with that quilt. When she kick her shoes off and the shoes hit the floor, I take them shoes, go put them by the door. Go and get you some rest. You ain't gotta go nowhere. You gotta go nowhere. Wake up refreshed. When you wake up, you might smell something cooking. I didn't want you to leave. So I made everything comfortable. The seats comfortable, the couch comfortable, everything, pillows, everything around my house. I'm gonna tell you how it was like this here. I can't make this a Lord my witness. It was almost a sense of childproofing. It was like childproofing your home. When you get a new baby in the house, you put them little locks on the cabinet doors and stuff, and you put little gates on the steps so they don't tumble down the steps. Well, I did that opposite for my young ladies that may be visiting. I made it so plush and comfortable. It was like a giant womb. Remember how Austin Powers' bed was when he was like, "Oh, you find me Randy, baby." Everything was plush. Everything was soft. Everything wasn't nothing sharp. I kept my face so smooth. I don't want you to feel no stubble. That's game, man. All this hardcore practice looking hard bullshit, it's only gonna attract other people practice looking hard. Anybody that's attracted to that hardcore, yeah, you gonna have a problem. If you don't attract other men with that, you're gonna attract women that like to scream and talk loud and be like, you ain't answered the door. You heard me knocking. You heard me ringing the doorbell. You didn't even knock. Where she at? Where that bitch at in this house? You better tell me. I better not find no drawers in my bed. You're gonna attract her. That ain't what I wanted. That ain't what I wanted. Even though, look, at the time, I was riding a motorcycle and listening to Daz FX, I was hard as they come. I was listening to Daz FX. I got that pum. I got the fee-fi, the foe. Here we go. A Peter Piper. I hyper than Pinocchio's nose, and I'm a supercalifragilistic tic-tac-toe. I gave a oopsie daisy. Now you got me crazy. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Dung dung, dung dung, dung dung, dung dung. Bum stickety bum. Hop. I got that pum. I got the fee-fi, the foe. Here we go. Don't get me started. See, I'm already hyped. Even though I'm rolling on my motorcycle listening to Daz FX, when I get to the house, ain't no more Daz FX. Okay? Ain't no more rump shaker. No, when I come into the house, A chair is still a chair. Even when no one is sitting there. Luther, Freddie Jackson, you understand me? In the house, I didn't want a young lady coming in like, you know, crisscross will make you. I didn't want that in there. That's for out in the backyard by the barbecue grill. In the house, I want the lights soft. I want the pillow soft. I want the couch soft. I even turned down my black and white TV. I cut all the whiteness out of it because I want your eyes squinting to see the, can you turn up the brightness? No, it don't turn up. To the point you squinting so long you fall asleep. Yeah, you lay down. Just go and lay down. You ain't got to go on. Just, I'm going to get you a blanket. Ah, no, because I got to go. I know. Until you ready to go, I'll get you a blanket, though. It's kind of drafty in here. I kept my heat down low, about 68 degrees, 67 degrees. This is in Ohio, too. So I kept it chilly. You need some cover? You cold? Nah, because I got to go. I know, but I'm going to just give you something you can just throw on your shoulders real quick. Game, son. Game. Yeah, outside I'm hardcore. That gangster shit stopped at the front door. Once we get in the house, Luther, Freddie Jackson, you know? No. What's Tina Marie, Rick James, that man, smooth. You know, Smokey Robinson in the house, just to touch you. Come on in the house. You need something? You hungry? Because I fried some chicken up in there. I know. No, I got some macaroni and cheese. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that. Man, game, man. Let me stop. Let me stop. It was some good questions in here. Y'all got me clowning. When am I going to get livestock? I got livestock. Little Acre Ranch. Earlier in this video, you could see my chickens. I'm not at this moment, at this very moment, interested in getting anything besides chickens. I'm just not at this time. That does not make a homestead, by the way. Just because you have a homestead does not mean you have to have cattle, goats. Kia said you need to teach these youngers. You can't teach them nothing. They think everything gotta be hardcore. Look, let me tell you something real quick. Listen, you can't teach them nothing because I'm gonna tell you this. In this world, in a world, it sounds like a summer movie blockbuster hit. In a world of these type of days, these is the kind of children that you're trying to talk to, or young adults that you're trying to talk to. This is why messages don't get through to them like what I just said. Some of y'all OGs knew exactly what I said, and some of y'all OG young ladies would be like, yeah, I would have stayed, put some macaroni and cheese and fried chicken and some comforter and some pillow, some Luther. You would have stayed. Even if I had a black and white big booty screen TV, you would have stayed. A floor model. You can't talk to these young folks these days, and I'm going to tell you why. If you have a mindset, this is where the world is now, huh? If you have a mindset where you don't understand the difference between getting a t-shirt at the mall with both y'all names on it. Y'all remember that? You dating somebody and y'all go get like a sweatsuit and you put your name on the back and they put his name on the back. Remember that? You go to the mall, we gonna get, look, she put your name across her booty cheeks on the jogging pants. You know, you put your name on your chest of her on. Y'all remember them good old days? Right, airbrush. Thank you, Game Nerd Mom. Airbrush. You go to the airbrush and dude in there and he done wrote y'all name all dope on the shirt, right? Okay. We live in the mindset. We live in a world where now any thought that pops up in your head, oh, that'll be dope. That design is dope. Remember when we thought of a dope design, a dope saying, something, some cliche, the name of your gang, whatever it was. Let's go get some t-shirts made. Oh, pop locking days, pop locking days. What did you do? Hey, let's all go to the mall. Get some t-shirts made, right? Get some outfits. And now we the electric light poppers. From now on, we all the electric light poppers, and what we wear green sweatsuits with electric light poppers on our chest. Boom, forget about it. That's what we did when I was young. But we're dealing today with a mindset of every. Imagine, would you still be wearing a jogging suit, a pop locking days with electric light poppers across your damn shirt? No. No. These days, the mindset is anything that pops up in your mind, or anything that's fashionable or cute or a good saying or whatever it is at the time that somebody said on TikTok, and now it's a new viral thing to say. You tattoo that on your freaking face. You can't talk to people like that, man. I can't talk no sense into you about no Luther Vandross and some soft pillows if you just tattooed a whole saying on your side of your face and on your neck like this. You know what that feels like? Look, I have tattoos. And the reason why I don't have more, because I was like, that's enough of that bullshit. Somebody ripping the meat off of your foot. You un, un, people that didn't know the difference between a mall t-shirt or a tattoo. I'm sorry. This is a whole different ball game now we dealing with. Where you thought, remember, lingering to this very day. I don't want a damn tattoo of that. Look how many times you could have saved yourself trouble if every time you dated somebody. This is why these young folks don't know all the horrible stuff we did. Because we didn't tattoo people on our bodies. We went and got an airbrushed shirt, a sweatsuit. Once you break up with that person, you can hang that in the closet. So now I don't have to look down at my sack and remember this chick and that went bad. I don't have to keep looking like, oh, there she go. I don't have to do that. It's women out there to this day looking down at their cooter like, oh, I can't stand him. If I ever see him again. You wouldn't have to do that if you would have got you some airbrush on a shirt, James. Okay? All right? Tina. You wouldn't have had to worry about that. I don't want to deal with people or talk to anybody or have a discussion with somebody that don't know the difference between permanent fixtures, permanent fixtures, and throw rugs. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to have tile laminate, ceramic tile flooring put in this house if I'm not really sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to be living here for long. Especially if you're renting. I'm not going to put a brand new Frigidaire side-by-side refrigerator freezer in this kitchen if I'm renting this apartment. No. I'm not going to have carpet put in this mug either. Am I? No, because you're renting or leasing to own. Once you own it, then you can start saying, I'm going to go ahead and put some ceramic tile down. I'm going to put up some curtains. I'm going to paint, right? Okay. Ain't no different with house and people. This person is not legally belong to you until you jump that broom, says the states. Once they get, okay. Other than that, all you need to be doing is hanging pictures on the wall If you just renting and you're not sure how long you're going to be here in this relationship, you just hang a few pictures up and you put throw rugs down. You know, the kind you can just throw in the washing machine. You just throw down throw rugs. Ain't no different in a relationship. You don't do nothing permanent if you ain't sure if you're going to be here for long. Period. Ain't no different. So to me, with those permanent tattoos on people's head versus a t-shirt, you don't go through the mall. You don't go walk through the store no more and see, you know, fresh to death on people's shirt no more. No, all of us here, us YouTube content creators, we all got our own merch, Lead Farmer 73 t-shirts and stuff like that, Unbiased LLC hats and stuff. That's smart. Listen to me. Listen to me. I really, really love Unbiased LLC. That young lady is the bomb. I, as much as I like her, will never tattoo Unbiased LLC on my forehead. And that's the thing that we do these days, and I don't want to have no part of it. So for me, that's why talking about land and stuff like that don't sink in. Because people don't know the difference between owning and renting, whether it's land, apartment, or it's actually real life situations. You don't understand longevity versus temporary. They don't understand it. So I can't have a conversation with folks like that. I'm sorry for raving. I better leave y'all alone. I said 90 minutes. We've been over. I'm going to let y'all go so I can get these trees planted. I'm going to try to go ahead and record it for y'all. All right. Lead Farmer 73. I love y'all. I'm safe. I'm okay in my MASH tent. He said, no, don't go. I got to. I don't want to hold y'all all morning. Everybody, have a blessed day. Think outside the box. And don't be scared. Don't be scared to change your lifestyle. It's so many people. I'm going to say this, doggone it. Don't be scared to change your life. Don't be scared to change your lifestyle. We are so blinded by the matrix of this system that we're scared. We're scared to do right. You know what I've seen a lot of, especially lately? I've seen people scared to succeed. I've been seeing people, even here on YouTube, scared to succeed. You ask me, how is a person scared to succeed? They will do everything until they get to this point right here. Thank you, Queen BG. Then they blow it. Almost on purpose. They'll do everything they need to do to change their lifestyle for the better. And then be like, nah, and just withdraw. People are scared of succeeding for the dumbest reasons. Just because you don't know, you do not need health insurance through a job. It's actually damn near cheaper to purchase your own health insurance outside of your workplace. How you think we've been doing this for the last almost 3 years? We pay for our own health insurance. People are scared to that stuff that your job say they do for you. Your job don't gotta do that. Even if you work at a job, you don't gotta pay the insurance package. You can buy your own and come out cheaper. So every time you get your paycheck, it ain't missing about $1,200. I'm telling you, people be scared to set out and start their own businesses and move out on their own for simple little things like that. You know what to do. You just scared because you ain't sure how it works. And a lot of people out here in this world do not talk about it. People like me. It's a lot more people than just me paying for your own health insurance. And what I've come to find out, I wish I would have knew this 30 years ago. I would have just bought my own damn health insurance because it's cheaper. Little stuff like that. They're scared to live out on off grid or on some land because they're scared that this will be just entirely too much work for them. I'm going to say this. If you take an 8-hour workday, if you have to be at work by 7 a.m. and you got to go put in an 8-hour workday, that means 2 15-minute cigarette breaks and a lunch break, a 30-minute lunch. So they just say they give you an hour off for the day for you time. So instead of that 8-hour day, you pretty much working a 7-hour day. What if you took that 7-hour day and you woke your ass up every day at 7 a.m. You came out on this land and you got a list of things that you did because you wrote it down the night before. You got a list of things that you need to accomplish by punch out time every day. That's what I do. You accomplish those things. And for me, it's different than working for the system because once I'm done, I'm done. See, when I was younger, that's how some jobs, a lot of jobs used to be. Once you done with your job, you can go home. That's how the family structure was still hanging on. Because once dad done at the office, he put in his quota, he can go home and not get docked for it. Now, they will work your ass till you bleed and try to get you to stay another double shift, work over. If you put 8 hours in your land every single day, and you keep up with that, imagine the man is making you do it. Here, I go to lunch when I get hungry. If I'm not hungry, I don't gotta take a lunch. And no matter what, I'm gonna get paid back with every piece of work I do out here. Now, at your job, if you gotta help Cindy because she don't know and she new on this machine, you ain't getting paid to train Cindy how to do this job. You just happy that you ain't got to go do your own job. So you sitting here standing over Cindy, teaching her how to do her job. That's your bonus. That's your payment for this. Cindy gonna take your job, by the way. She's gonna replace you. Anyway, when you put in that 8 hours on this land, you get paid immediately. Immediately, every muscle you move, there's a payment. Every time I pick something up out of this yard and moved it across the room and go put it into storage, I got paid for that after the storm. Everything. Now I don't got a whole mess out here. And now I can plant trees. Every single MF and tree I plant in this ground today is going to pay me back and feed my family for generations. For generations. For generations of free food. All because I put in a little bit of sweat equity right now. My family will eat forever. And we don't talk about it like this, so we don't ever put it into context. Right? So, Resilient Dad, how do you teach the value of something in 2024? That's my point. You really can't. Because the mindset of the tattoo, you can't. Because right now, the idea which this started from of success is if you got on jewelry, if you got on gold teeth, if you got tattoos all over your face, cost $1,000 a piece, if you got on some Jordan shoes, if you got on the most name brand expensive clothes, that's how people are judging your success today. So you cannot judge a person's success because it's all fake smoke and mirrors. There is nothing to hold on to. There's nothing tangible to grasp onto to show and prove somebody's successes. Their level. I ain't even gonna call it successes because that could be defined by many things. Their levels of their game. You can't. There's nothing no more. They think now the definition of successfulness is I was able to afford some Air Jordans. They think that just did it for them. They're done. That's their bucket list these days. African Dreaming in the house. How you doing? That's their bucket list. So that's where I can't. You know, I can't deal with that. But truly, owning your own land, everything you put in, you get out. Absolute. I can show you. Can I show you something? Let me show you something. True story. I hope this shows up. During the storm, you see that log laying on the ground right there? Can everybody see that log? It's a long dead tree that fell. I hope y'all can see that. It's laying horizontal on the ground. It's a blessing and a curse. One of my trees died. One of my trees fell. I don't want my trees to die, and I don't want my trees to fall. But when I looked at that, I didn't get sad. I got happy. I'm going to show you why. Because behind me, by my wood stove, you see nothing. There is no wood by my wood stove. I'm out of wood. I got a reserve pile of wood in my fueling station that I don't want to use. All I got to do is take my chainsaw and my wagon and go chop that big ass tree up into little bitty bite-sized pieces. Go out here, get my wood splitter, split it down, and pile it back up in my fueling station and pile it by my wood stove. Free energy. The work that I put in to chop that tree up and pile it up and stack it properly and neatly is going to keep me warm every single day. That work will pay me back immediately. And if I was real slick with it, I could chop that tree up and go down here and ask my neighbor, hey, you want to buy some of this wood? Yeah, I'll take some of that. Man, if I needed monetary payback, man, people ain't thinking. Once you sitting on some land, you know what you start seeing? Dollar signs. I see peace. I see tranquility. I see peace of mind. I see safety, security, but I also see dollar signs if you want them, because this whole big clearing, I don't have to just have this for peace and tranquility. This is a whole acre of this clearing. This is an acre. If I just took my driveway and just had somebody bring their tractor in here and till this up for me, that's a damn 100-yard, I can make it 100-yard by damn 50 feet, 50 feet by 100-yard garden. I could feed my entire family with that, and I could also get that food collected and sell it. If I was thinking about dollars, and here's the sweet part. This is just the acre right here, right? Imagine this. This little strip, 50 feet by 100 yards, ain't even a drop in the bucket of my land. We won't even know nothing that this is missing. Everybody don't want to work. Everybody don't want to work for the man, but ain't nobody trying to figure out how to stop working for the man. Because every time you bring one of these ideas up to your friends, your family, your job friends, your co-workers, you know what they say? Man, that's crazy. This the first thing, when you start talking about, because I know y'all have had conversations with your family, your friends, your co-workers, and you says, oh man, I've been watching this one dude on YouTube. He done went off and bought him some land, man. It's out there's trees. He got chickens, man. He be getting eggs. You'll hear them. Oh, so what now? You want to be a farmer or something? Man, you ain't about to go out there and do nothing. Dude, how many people have heard that? You don't know nothing about no damn farmer. How you gonna go and do some farming and some homesteading? You lived in the city your whole life. You don't know nothing about no trees. Ain't nothing around here but concrete. How many people? Come on now. Just so you know, they told me that too. Look at me now. Ain't that a song? Look at me now. I just gathered up some fresh eggs this morning. I got eggs in this refrigerator. My chickens, Josh, I showed y'all my chickens walking around free-ranging. Free-range eggs to eat. I only throw them grain to get them out of my face. I don't feed them nothing from the store, nothing. It's plenty of food out here in this damn forest for them to eat. And every day they give me eggs. Every day. When I'm done eating, say I don't finish eating this. If I don't eat, I throw it out there. I had eggs the other day. Remember y'all saw me make eggs and pancakes. I didn't eat all them eggs and pancakes. I fed them to my girls. And they gave them back. Everything pays you back out here. Everything. If I make a meal, imagine how this works. I want you to really close your eyes and just listen to my voice. I'm gonna close my eyes because I don't want to be distracted by me. Listen, this is how this circle of life went. I went out there, I collected the eggs, right? I made the pancakes. I made scrambled eggs and pancakes. I couldn't eat all of the scrambled egg. I couldn't eat all of the pancakes. So when I was done, I went out there and gave those eggs back to the chickens. I gave the pancakes to the chickens. But with that, the chickens ate the eggs that they gave me. They ate them and turned around, gave them more protein and energy to give me some new eggs. I don't have to keep trying to refrigerate all of my food that I eat. So my refrigeration game is a beast. I don't have to try to freeze and refrigerate all of my damn food because, listen, if I get these eggs and these scrambled eggs, yeah, I can eat them later today if I wanted to. But if I give these scrambled eggs that I could not finish eating to my chickens, they're literally going to give me fresh eggs after I feed them. So I don't got to eat no leftover yesterday eggs because they're going to keep on pumping them out like a damn Pez dispenser. Come on, man. Where can you go turn in some used stuff and get some new stuff? Turn in some used food and turn it into new food. Man, shut up, man. Shut all the way up. Shut all the way up. I done made myself sick with that. I done recycle old leftover food, throwed it out, and then they gave me new food. Man, shut all the way up, man. Where they do that at? Where in the system can you go give them some old stuff and they give you some new stuff for free? And if I crack, somebody just said, if I crack one of them eggs, the yolk be that orange. The yolk be about that orange. You ain't gonna see that in the store. This is even better. This is a perfect color orange right there. That's what that yolk look like. Just like that. They don't taste like nothing you bought at the store. You think they do, they don't. They do not. The taste is so different when you eating free-range eggs. The taste is so different that some people don't even like fresh eggs. I can't make this up because the taste is that different. Some people can't eat fresh meat because this is what fresh meat tastes like. Fresh hog, fresh chicken, fresh deer. This is what it tastes like. This is what it's supposed to taste like. It's supposed to taste like what it is. We eat no bleached down meat from the store, and we done got used to it. Where can you do that at? You can't. Your grocery store is literally all around you, man. Your grocery store is right there. We go out there like Jade, African Dreaming, go grab some squirrels, hit a few squirrels real quick, drag them on in here. Some possums, there's some raccoons out there. There's plenty of deer. Oh my God, don't even get me started on the deer. Don't get me started on the deer. I'm surprised a deer hasn't walked across here while I'm sitting here. And this ain't even, we off season. Deer everywhere. And they ain't even scared of me because it ain't hardly nobody out here. So I could just sit here and pop go to Weasel. Dinner. Man, let me stop. Let me stop because I'm telling you, family, I got one more thing to show you and then I'm gonna go. I want more chickens. And if everybody remember how Tractor Supply did last year and the year before, and all the egg hatcheries, all the chicken hatcheries was coming up short on eggs because of what they so-called, they said something, bird flu or something. So they dispatched all the chickens and wasn't nobody able to buy the eggs and blah, 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 all that crap. In the last 2 years, they've done that. And you had to wait. Let me show y'all something. Cut the games, man. I'm incubating eggs off grid, son. I'm incubating eggs off grid. And in here, it's about, I think it's 30. No, it's like 20 or so eggs in this. That's 20, possibly 20 new chickens, man. This gonna give me 20 more eggs a day. 20 more eggs a day. Cut the games. Cut the games. Now that I have land, I can have as many chickens as I want. I don't have to worry about no neighbors. I don't have to worry about my rooster. My rooster fertilized my hens. My hens gave me the eggs. The eggs gonna incubate. I don't mind. I don't mind 100 doggone chickens walking around this land. They gonna eat all of the ticks, all of the things, fleas and mites and everything that I don't want on my land. I don't care. The only reason I had just a few chickens at my house on Easley Island, I got neighbors. I didn't have no roosters because I had neighbors. Now, I'm gonna make it rain. Rain chickens. Period. So you'll see the orange if you buy the organic egg. No. Nope. I'm not gonna give you that. That's not a nope. I'm not doing it. Because you know why I'm gonna say no. You said you'll see the orange if you buy the organic eggs. Sad but true, but it's not. Because all they do is put the same eggs in another box and then put a little stamp organic on it. And they got everybody food with that. Ask me how I know. If you've ever worked in a grocery store, if you've ever asked me how I know. For instance, they play with words. I told you how they play with words with honey. That's not honey. If you put a certain amount of honey in a big 55-gallon drum of corn syrup, if I put, let's say, if I got a 55-gallon drum of corn syrup, if I dump 10% of real, raw, natural honey in that, they can consider that overseas and through the borders and through the paperwork. Now that becomes 100% pure honey, and they can label that. That's why everybody's honey in every store across America inside that little bear tastes exactly the same, because you're not eating honey, you're eating freaking corn syrup or beet syrup. That's how they play with freaking words. Even with eggs, they say free-range eggs, right? Free-range organic eggs. If that chicken is allowed to come out of the cage for a certain amount of time, they call that free range. If that chicken is allowed to stick its head out of the cage to eat some grass, it's considered free range. Go look this up. I ain't making this up. Go look it up. Check it for yourself. Okay? So they play with words. Here you go. You'll go to the grocery store and do this for me. Do this not for me. Do this for yourself. Go to the grocery store, any grocery store you want, the ones that say Whole Foods or whatever. Turn the label over. The front of the label says 100% pure juice, pure fruit juice. You bought 100% pure grape juice, right? Concord grape juice. On the back, is the first thing you're going to see is apple juice, pear juice, lemon juice, yada yada juice, blah 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 juice, and grape juice. Do me that favor. Turn over every pure juice and watch what it say. And here's another one, just so you know, it can never be pure grape juice because it needs something acidic to hold it. So it probably is grape juice, the closest you're going to get, grape juice and lemon juice to keep it preserved. It'll never be what it is. It's all play on words. It'll tell you it's 100%. Remember that juicy juice, fruity juice. Everybody was loving juicy juice, giving it to our babies and stuff through WIC and everything. Wasn't even juice. It was a stone throw away from Kool-Aid. And all our babies' teeth started rotting out their little baby heads and stuff. And we was wondering why. Telling you, it's a play on words. And the only way, I don't believe nothing. I don't believe anything anymore. You know what I believe? Listen. I believe them chickens more than I believe humans. These chickens ain't got to lie, Craig. These chickens ain't got to lie. Their job is to eat bugs, eat worms, and poop out eggs. They got one job. Nothing they gotta lie about. They gotta be, look, I'm gonna get you your eggs on Thursday. I promise you. I know I was supposed to have some eggs by today. I know what I said, and I know what I signed. I signed the contract, but listen, give me 5 seconds of your time. Okay, what happened was my brother, they don't gotta lie to you. Every damn day they gonna spit that egg out. Every day that egg I guarantee I'm gonna look in 2 different spots and I'm gonna get eggs. I don't know what they done left in the woods, okay? But 2 different spots. I got this little chicken coop here, and I got their main, the penitentiary. I'm gonna get eggs like I did this morning. Every day. Every day. Thank you, Queen BG. Thank you. So I'm just telling you, if you are sick of being lied to, and you always got to do like this and raise an eyebrow to somebody because they talk, go buy you some land. You won't be lied to no more. You tired of being lied to by the system. You tired of being lied to by the man. You tired of being lied to by the powers to be. Move out on some land because these animals ain't going to lie to you. One of them is pregnant. She ain't lying. She pregnant. Chickens laid eggs. She didn't lie. She just laid an egg. So with that much truth, you know I'm going to have a new goat coming. I'm going to eat breakfast with these new eggs today. It's just all reality. I just planted this peach tree and it's budding already. I'm going to have some peaches. It's all reality. It's no lies to it. So being out here, I don't have to hear that bullshit when I go in the city and listen to like, okay, listen, you want better internet? Okay, listen, sign here. And, okay, we're running a special, okay? Me and this is me here, so make sure you put my name on it, okay, so I get credit for it. But what our service does is, shut up. Lie. You stop me while I'm walking through Walmart trying to go get some doggone tissue papers. And, oh, hey, you got internet? You got internet service? Internet? No? Yeah. Cell phone service? No? Yeah. Hey, listen, hey, you probably do. And I thought you would. But, heck, my name is John. That's me here, okay? What we're offering, man, shut up, man. Your job sucks so bad Your life is so miserable that you standing in the back of a Walmart by the damn TV section between the produce and whatnot, trying to sell me internet service. You want me to believe you? You want me to believe that you want to be here today selling me this bullshit. Man, I'm the last one. I can't make this up. True story. I'm not a mean guy, and I'm honorable, and I'm not rude at all. But this one day, you know what I did? God is my witness. God is my witness. Listen to me. I seen him eyeing me. I'm coming down that aisle because I'm heading to the camping section, to the Walmart. And I seen him eyeing me. This one girl, she already got this one couple pen, and then there's two other dudes standing there with their little clipboards. And I see the one dude eyeballing me. Hello, sir. I said, hey, young man. Hey, man, zip your pants up, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Yep, peace. Threw him off. His pants really was unzipped. And his shirt was coming out of the wiener hole. I caught that. They had been eyeballing me ever since I passed the craft section, right? So I've been eyeballing them on what I'm gonna say to them so they can leave me alone. Oh, his pants ain't unzipped. Okay, got you. Now I'm praying this ain't his wiener because he was a white dude. He was a white dude and he had on a black shirt, and the black shirt part is coming out. So I'm okay. I don't know what's going on here. So hey, young man, hey. Man, your pants is unzipped, man. So the couple stopped talking to the girl. Everybody looked down at his black wiener and was like, oh. And he was, oh, sorry, thank you. Y'all have a nice day. Walk right past him. You want me to believe that you want to be here. You can't even remember to zip your own pants up. If you didn't remember to zip your damn pants up, you probably didn't wash your hands neither. Justin. Shit, you ain't remember to zip your pants up, but you want me to believe you washed your hands? Man, don't talk to me. Come on, man. Come on. You got things to think about. He gonna go home today and like, I quit that job. I'm ruined. And I didn't do it to be mean or harsh. I did it because y'all bugging the hell out of people, man. You know? That is lies that you deal with when you go in these stores and they'll say, here's the price. This bread is 99 cents. You get to the damn register. Yes, that's for the fat-free brand though. But the tag ain't say that. Yeah, we know. But it's for the fat-free bread. That bread is $4.99. Well, do y'all got any fat-free 99-cent bread? We're all out. But you can buy that one. That is what I'm sick of. The lies are set in place, so you have to act. You go to a car dealership. Ain't no prices on damn one of the cars, right? You go to a car dealership because you're just thinking about it. You're just dreaming. I would love that Ford F-250. I would love it. Just looking and dreaming. The tag don't even say it on the side window no more how much this truck is. So here comes Brent. Oh, hey, how you got? Oh, man, hit the rock. Now, give me a pound, high five. Hey, looking at a nice one, huh? We just got that one in. Yes, clean. It's a cherry. Here, let me open it for you. I didn't ask you to do none of that, Brent. I didn't ask you for none of that. How much is it? Well, okay. First, you got to see these seats. Man, Brent, how much is this truck? Well, it's going to make sense once I show you the engine. I'm sick of that bullshit. I would rather to see somebody wrote on the windshield $49.95 OBO or best offer before I have to put that. That gave me a sense of, man, I'm coming in here. Should I even be looking at this? That's how it used to be, man. Prices on the $49.99, $10.999. I gave you some kind of idea. Now they just want to scam your ass. How much is the truck? How much money do you got? Being out here, nothing out here lies to me. Nothing out here lies to me. Nothing out here tries to trick me. Not even the predators, not even a snake. A snake is a snake. It's slithering through the woods. It's my job to to pay attention to see the snake. The snake is a snake. Just because he bit me don't mean he tricked me. It mean I wasn't paying attention. Everything out here is telling the truth of the way God made it. Everything. It ain't out here lying to me. Just saying. In them cities, everything is a freaking scam. It's a freaking lie. You don't know who to trust. You scared to take your eye off of people. You be looking at people because they be shady looking so much. You be staring at them so long that they think you trying to holler at them. And they be like, yeah, nah, ain't why I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you because I think you want my wallet later on after we get off the train. I'm just sick of it. People keep wondering why I stay out here so much. I do not have to be here. I have land in a whole nother city. A house, a sleep number, mattress, bed, adjustable bed. I'm sleeping on a damn $40 airbed, twin, and I got a doggone adjustable sleep number bed mattress at the house. I don't have to be here. I'd rather be here. Cause ain't nothing out here but truth. When your shirt stank and your armpits is musty, it is what it is. Wash your tailbone and get what you need done. Ain't nothing out here lying. I ain't gotta be like, is that you? Is that me? No, it's always me. It's always me. Right? Thank you, 20 Block. Everybody wonder why us Northerners, L Block was in New York City. Why our heads stay on swivel and we always, when Southerners meet Northerners, y'all wonder why we so rude, we so short with what we say. Y'all wonder why we so quick and snip and dip. We ain't got much to say and we kind of eyeball you like this. Because up there in the snow, you will get it if you take your eye off of people. You gonna get it. Not might, not maybe. You gonna get it. So we move down to the South and people be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, you won't. Huh? I ain't got no money, man. What you talking about? I ain't got no money. We move to the South and we think everybody want a handout. No, he just really want to shake your hand. I don't know this dude from a hole in a sock, but he want to shake my hand. This is the South, man. Even with all the crazy stuff that people talk about in the South, it's a part of this that's still true to God down here. Somebody will just start talking to you, man, and they don't want to have nothing to do with your wallet. They will start talking to you. Hey, how you doing, man? Hey. Man, that's crazy. You see the old girl out there? Boy, that thing was moving all over the place. Boy, I thought it was an earthquake. See that? Yeah, how you doing, man? I'm jumping. Yeah, I saw you coming in and out, man. That's a nice bike you got. All right. They talk to you. When they walk by you, they talk, hi, hey, how you doing? You got to get used to that. I'm from a place where, man, if somebody say what's up to you, it's almost like they signaling, giving the signal to the dude behind you to jack you. When you walk by somebody and he do you like this, you want to say what's up, but up north, this the first thing we do. When you see somebody do like this, you do like this. Because he might not be talking to you. You talking to the dude, man, get in his pockets, man. Stick one in his ribs. Moving down here, I don't gotta get lied to. I don't gotta get swindled, scammed, nothing. I don't gotta ask these trees if they like me. I don't gotta care about no neighbors liking me or not liking me. My trees is my neighbors. The only one I'm having problems with now is my rooster, cause he is playing some old your chick chose me kind of stuff. So he tripping on that. But that's the only one I got a problem with right now. Let me get out of here, cause I'll stay here all day. I'm sorry everybody for raving. I got some trees to plant. I just want to say thank everybody for the prayers. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the wishes. Thank you for the questions. And I'm going to go back in this live stream and try to see all the questions and answer them. I'm going to answer or write them down so I can answer them in another video. Thank you guys for everything. I'm telling you, this is the way we should all be living. This is the way we should all be living. I can't make that up. It's hard. But after you get over that, man, it's fun. I can't make that up, man. It's hard at first. It's like marriage. At first, after the cute stuff wear off, then it's like, why did you use my rag to wash your butt? I didn't know it was your rag. You the one be trying to make the rags all match in the bathroom. They was all blue, so I washed my sack with I didn't know that. Once you get past that part, where now y'all been married for 15 years, and instead of you just start washing your face with somebody else's butt crack rag, you just do like this. That's his. That's his. Or you be like this. Sucker to wash his butt with my rag. You wash it out, and then next thing you know, I don't know why you do stuff like that. After 15 years, you don't care no more. You used to it. You know how to maneuver through it. Like since he washes his sack with my doggone face rag, which I call, if you wash your face with your butt rag, that's kissing your own ass. I like to have two rags if I can. I don't want to kiss my own ass. Anyway, after that 15-year mark, you cool. You just look, okay, if it's like that, I'm going to make you the driest meatloaf with no gravy and no ketchup. Damn. It's meatloaf, girl. You leave that in too long? Give me some more ketchup. Ain't no more. How you going to make meatloaf and ain't got no ketchup? You wash your butt with my rag. What that got to do with ketchup? You know what it got to do with it. That's 15-year argument. See, it ain't that newlywed marriage argument. Oh, I got you. You lucky I'm gonna let you use the rest of this ketchup because I don't need no more. But stop washing your face with my butt. Stop washing your butt with my rag. Normal. That's this. Once you live out here and you stay out here for long periods of time, it still be hard, but it's culpable. You can deal with everything. Everything you end up being able to deal with. Y'all see that storm? I had stuff spread over a doggone quarter acre. The wind done threw and blew around. The wind was so strong it picked up one of my wood stoves and threw it over. And I just woke up. I made me some pancakes, made me some eggs. Like, let's get to it. Ain't no needing to sit around crying and pissing your pants. Let's go. We got work to do. Ain't nobody else gonna clean it up unless I'm just gonna sit around and let her. You ever see somebody's yard and it's just tons of junk in the yard, just tons of junk, old cars and old Barbie Power Wheels with wheels missing. This Barbie Power Wheel Jeep is on bricks. Like everything you could think of is in this person's yard, because they're thinking, I'm not gonna clean that up. We're gonna wait till the next storm come and hope it blow all this bullshit into the neighbor's yard, off into them woods. It's not, don't work that way. Get up, get it over with, knock it out. That part I love. With that being said, Left Farmer 73, I love y'all, and I'm out. Peace.